have a lot of similarities, but we're dissimilar too. And I don't think I'm ready to date. And I think I don't want to go out with you.
I think that this situation we are in now is very similar to a Pandora's box type situation, to where once the box has been opened, there is no way to contain what was inside. And so that is what we are dealing with here. That is why we have the types of reactions, the type of content that we have out now, is because there is no way to stop it at this point. The cyst, the disease, has spread to the point of no return. Welcome back to part 2. Like the video, please. Go ahead and hit a like on that video if you wouldn't mind. Subscribe, hit that follow button. Get notified of these daily videos I am still making. And hey, how's it going? My name's Ratboy. Let's get into it.
So hi everybody. I am trying to figure out what the actual is going on. I am trying to do online dating. I've been single for 7 years. I'm 60 years old. But I have been stood up 3 weeks in a row. 2 times from guys on Match and once from a work colleague. So I need some suggestions from you guys. I need to figure out what is going on. The one guy, we talked for like an hour and a half on the phone, and we were going to meet. And then he sends me a message the next night and says that we have a lot of similarities, but we're dissimilar too. And I don't think I'm ready to date. And I think I don't want to go out with you.
You're in my house, fatso, and you didn't ask permission. So you and your friends can leave now, or they can carry your fat out in a bucket.
Here is a common situation that a lot of women in their 60s will have when doing online dating, is that they will find themselves matching with a lot of these men on these dating websites. Men that obviously they find super attractive. They find them very attractive. They meet the tall limit, which is 6'5". They have the pension, they have the retirement, they have the investments, and they have the assets. And so they will gravitate towards these men. However, these men also have a lot of choices, a lot of different types of choices. And it is not uncommon for these older men to keep times women of their age on the back burner for different reasons. Every man has different reasons, obviously, why they would want to do this. But I would say 80% of the time they're just kind of leading them on, and because they get bored. These men get very bored from time to time, and so they will do this to entertain themselves, to give them validation. And these older women usually do fall for this type of stuff, and they fall for it because these men that they're going after, these in their eyes, these high quality men, are also the same men that are being matched with these 24, 25-year-olds that are looking for their the same thing, basically. Let's continue.
And then I look on the Match site and his profile's still up. So he says he doesn't want to date anymore, but he's still got his profile up. And then today I had a date. The guy even texted me and said, can we meet an hour earlier? And I was like, no, I've got plans. I'm going to church and I will meet you there right after. And he just sent me a text message that said he's helping his mother and it's taking longer than he thought and he will have to get a rain check. So I was like, oh, who can be upset about a man that's helping his mom? So just get hold of me when you're available. And you would think he'd be like, well, how about Wednesday of next week? Or how about next Sunday? But nope, he's like, thanks for being a sweetheart, and I appreciate it. That was that. And then the guy from work, we had plans for a week, and then the day of just decides that he's got a more important meeting. So I'm stuck here. I don't know what to do. So reach out and let me know. Thanks.
No, man. No, man. I believe you get your saying something like that, man.
So this is her almost coming to the realization with what's happening here. A lot of these men, if you haven't noticed the pattern, they will match on social media. They will like this woman from afar. And honestly, if you have my opinion, for 60, she does not look bad. There will be a man that would gladly accept her the way she is. However, she will always deny these men. These men will always be in her inbox. They will always be in her DMs, and she will never give these men the time of day because she thinks they are below her. But anyways, to continue what I was saying, these men will like what they see, and then they will start to chat. Like she said previously, she got on the phone with him for an hour and a half. This man talked to this woman, probably trying to end the conversation at any point he could. And then after that conversation, he was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm really good. These women show off their trauma. They show off all of their past mistakes and their future actions. And it is very hard to ignore all of these red flags, all of these signs. And these men are they're in their 60s. They have learned a lot in life. So they are wise to this type of behavior. And they will always gravitate toward those younger women that have less trauma. And in a lot of cases to these men, they are a lot more attractive than these older women in their 40s and 50s. They try to stay away from those types of women because, you know, as a man, you make that mistake once and you don't go back to anything like that. It's going to be very difficult for a man to keep learning the same mistakes over and over again. You have to just learn it once and then decide you're never going to entertain something like that ever again.
This is going to maybe mess up my TikTok algorithm, but I don't even care because I'm going to get this out and I'm going to post it and I don't give a F. Guys, it's Saturday night. Excuse me, I just went out to dinner, but I'm still hungry, so I came home and I made a salad. And I drank wine for dinner, but I'm drinking more now. I got to tell you, sadly, I mean, honestly, and I really mean this, sadly, I think I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Refer back to about a week ago in the treacherous date I went on with a famous LA, actor. We won't even get into that. I did a 3-part series. So this past week also, my ex, the one that I truly loved and literally broke my heart a few years ago. And I won't get into my diagnosis. Did not even respond to it. And if he's watching, now you'll understand why I couldn't possibly respond to you. But honestly, I've been on Match.com, and it absolutely has sucked for me. It sucks. And I just got off the phone with this guy, and I'm literally floored. 5 minutes into the conversation, all he did was talk about himself, his ex-girlfriend who lives in LA, I was on the phone call. I didn't even want to get the phone call because I was just out to dinner with friends and I just wanted to relax. But I was like, okay, I'll take the phone call. And as he's talking, I'm taking the laundry out of the dryer. I'm just making my salad. I'm totally tuning him out, and I go, this is really bad. So, I love you guys. I'm going to continue to do my Julie Liza styling, my wardrobe styling. I'm going to continue doing my TikToks, hang out with my friends. I'm going to just live my best life. But sadly, this fabulous lady is probably going to not ever be with a man again.
What the is this piece of shit?
Well, then I suggest you need to start making some investments. You need to go ahead and invest in a cat, maybe one of those cat tower things, a cat bowl, a cat box, and a ball of yarn, and maybe some balls of yarn for yourself because you'll be doing a lot of knitting. Go ahead and get that Pilates subscription. Do whatever you think you need to do. I'm not sure what happened with all of your exes. It seems like you were going after men you couldn't keep. A lot of these women that are in their 60s and they're still dating are still making these bad decisions, and you can see that in their present actions, and then that naturally gravitates into their future actions whenever they start to make future decisions. So having a relationship, having any sort of long-term relation with these women it's a bad life choice, if you ask me, in my opinion. Men that are in their 60s and they are dating, obviously, if you have the means, if you have the money, if you have the assets, you can basically date any age. That's up to you. But definitely stay away from these older types of women. Obviously, unless it's for recreational use. That is always an option, but as far as relationships, I think that it is just a net negative all across the board for men. Way too much trauma, and she is still hung up over her ex. She's still making videos about her ex. She's still making videos about these random men she's meeting on Match.com, and it's there's just a lot going on that I would say stay away from anybody that acts like this.
Sensational.
What can I say? One more thing. I'm very active on social media, and I know, because I see it all the time, women, not just my age, but women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever, everyone is going, we're done. We don't want to, we're going to hang out with our cats and our plants. I'm not going to do the cats because I'm allergic, but you know what I'm saying? Something's going on. I cannot, I don't know. Ever since the pandemic, we've all lost our minds. We can't connect. It's like this. I don't know. And honest to God, I wish I was attracted to women. I mean, I am. I think women are gorgeous, but I don't feel that way. And I'm at a loss. I surrender. I'm asking tonight. I mean, you can see I'm jazzed up about this. I want to know, are you experiencing this? Suggestions? Like I'm at a loss, because the truth is, I would like to spend, I don't even want to get married. I don't even think I want to get married again. I just didn't even want to live with someone. I just want to have someone to hang out with and, do other things. I just don't see it happening. So please.
Women.
You don't need feedback. The one thing you need, one thing that all these women really need when they hit this age and they start making these types of videos, the only thing that will really help you in this situation is a time machine. Time machine, go back in time, make some of those bad decisions into good decisions, and then you'll be right on course. But that will never happen. Now, the saddest story about this is that there would be plenty of men that would be more than happy to be in a relationship with a woman like this. Unfortunately, these are men that she probably don't even know who they are. She keeps them in the comment section. She keeps them in the DMs. I've met her hundreds and thousands of times, but he's always just a friend. And if only I could meet a guy like you, except not you. No, not you, but just a guy just like you in every way, except not you. Just 6'5" and better at everything, but just not you. Yes, they are unwilling to, unquote, settle for these men that are actually probably above their level, if not on their level, for those very rare 10 out of 10 dudes that they find on Match.com, which end up leaving them, dumping them, cheating on them because they always have more options, younger options, and then the cycle continues. You wonder why the cycle continues, because it is designed that way. These dating websites, these apps are not made to have you quit using them. They are made to get you into a pattern, a repetitious pattern where you are constantly swiping, constantly matching, constantly meeting, constantly ghosting. It's a very circular type of pattern. I might throw up a graphic, I might not. Looking back into the history of this type of thing, you can definitely see. And look, lady, you should never blame it on any sort of she tried to blame it on the pandemic. Absolutely not. These were your decisions. But let me know what you guys think. Comment if you have something to say, and I'll catch you guys later. Rat Boy out.